So I watched this the other day, and I've been meaning to make a video about this, but then all the Riley stuff happened. Sorry about my voice. Like, I had surgery recently, so I'll try to keep this relatively short. So, anyways, this is an M. Night Shamalan movie, the Sixth Sense guy. This girl here works at a costume store or something, and her boss tells her to bring a bird out in the middle of nowhere. Now, before this, at the beginning, there's some guy and he's running, and we don't know why. And he's running to where she's going to deliver this bird. And then something attacks this guy and yanks him down a hole. And then we cut to her driving, and she gets out of there in the middle of nowhere. And the car dies, her phone, everything dies. It's like an EMP goes off. So she gets out with the bird, and she's trying to find help. And she comes across that building you see in the movie that I don't know what that was. Like, just it's like a bomb house or something to avoid bombs in World War II or something. So this old lady's like, "Get in here, they're gonna get you." So she runs over to there, and she's thinking it's bears or something. So she gets in there, and she's like, "Oh, I need to get out of here," and all this. And they're like, "Oh, nobody can get out of here because there's these things out there and all this." And it's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "At nighttime, these things come out and they kill people." And anyways, it's not very good. I would say it's a Saturday or Sunday movie to watch if you're really bored. And even then, like, I wouldn't really terribly recommend it. It's just. So, anyways, while they're in this bunker, they discover there's another underground bunker to go to. So they go down there, and that's where the professor guy who made the actual bunker, the whole thing, has been monitoring whatever these are. So she goes in there, and there's like an old school MS-DOS computer in there. So she gets it running, and she starts watching these videos the guy was making. So apparently he's been observing, get this, fairies, or like medieval time fairies or something, like actual fairies, not like the modern day ones with Pride Month, like these monster things. And he figured this out because there was this other crest thing nearby that he found, and he figured out what the inscription meant and everything. And it turns out that, like, in medieval times, or like way back in the like 1600s or whatever, Spaniards came across these fairies, and I guess they started graping them or doing whatever, and then they started having hybrids of fairies and humans, and they were just like mentally ill, insane monsters, basically. And the Spaniards got in a war with them, and they killed all the fairies. And then all that was left was these monster ones, and they somehow, I can't remember, they either got them to go in a pit or something, or it's just a bunch of stupid bullshit. So anyways, what's left of the fairies is what's out there, and they can change into other things. Now, they show the picture of the professor and his wife, and she realizes it's the old lady in there. I'm just going to cut to that. This is just stupid. What ends up happening is the old lady pretended to be the guy's wife, and it was a changeling thing. And I guess it killed him, or it was trying to kill him. And then he ended up shooting it or wounding it, or I guess he didn't kill it because it somehow survived. And it was this lady. So at the end, she goes to because the professor says, "Nobody should know about this. Don't tell them about it. Destroy all my work. These things are evil," and all this. which was even stupider because you should be going and telling the fucking army or something. So they somehow make it out of there. They follow the bird out and they figure out how to get out of there. And she goes to where the professor's house is and destroys all his work. And then she realizes who that gal really is even more. And it confirms her suspicions. And then at the end, she confronts the old lady, and the old lady admits to being a changeling or an elf. And she's like, well, we meant you no harm. Why did you fuck with us and all this? And she's like, I sure hope so, because I don't want to kill anybody. And then it like turns into this like horrific monster thing with wings, and it busts out the window and flies off, and it's on the roof looking at her. And she's like, what the fuck? And then it just flies away. And that's the end. Hybrid fairies that are monsters. And the big twist, which wasn't really a big twist because I figured it out halfway through because the guy was talking about his wife dying. And I'm like, she's not dying. She's right here. And then it shows him with one of the fairies in there. It's just stupid. That's all I could tell you. I don't want to waste any more time. It wasn't very good. It was a stupid plot. Oh, and then there's a subplot with her being a call girl escort. And it had nothing to do with it. And I'm like, well, what was the point of that? Because when you see that, you're thinking, oh, this is about sex trafficking or something. So I'm like, okay, no. It's about these monsters that come out at night and they watch these people stuck in a bunker so they can figure out how to be a changeling into a human so that people won't kill them or they won't. I don't know. It's fucking retarded. Thanks for watching. That's all I got to say here. Let's get the outro. Let's see.